A while back, I was doing an interview on my channel, and the person I was interviewing used the term VUCA, V-U-C-A. And a lot of you asked, what is VUCA? So I thought I would explain it today on Project Skills Mentor. Well, VUCA is an acronym. It stands for V, volatility, U, uncertainty, C, complexity, and A, ambiguity. And VUCA is a term that talks about the different kinds of risks, issues, and outcomes that may face us as managers, leaders, and project managers. In fact, if you're a team lead or even a team member, you should know about VUCA too. Project managers and managers are generally great at managing the internal issues of their project. They might have decision logs, risk registers, and quality documents. But I'm going to tell you about VUCA today, which is bigger than that. VUCA looks at the kinds of issues that may face your company, your industry, or the world. We've all lived through a pandemic recently, so it's a real thing. The challenge is real. And VUCA is what that's about, where you didn't see it coming. Or you might have known it at one time, but you've forgotten it because, there have been pandemics before. Companies that embrace uncertainty and volatility outperform their peers by a 30% revenue growth. Having a plan for VUCA is actually a differentiator. So let's talk more about what VUCA actually is. So the volatility relates to rapid and unpredictable changes that require adaptation. So being highly adaptable is a way to counter volatility. The next one is uncertainty, lack of predictable outcomes. If you can figure out what your unpredictable outcomes might be, you can better deal with it. So what you need to be is flexible. Complexity, the interconnectedness of things that can actually create kind of a spaghetti situation where things are impacting things, which are impacting new things. Understanding how things connect is in part a communication issue. Talking to the right people about the right topics at the right time. And ambiguity, lack of clarity about the future, what's going to happen, and understanding how it's going to impact you, your team, your project, your business. This is what's important in ambiguity. So you want to be a decision maker, but you need to understand the ambiguity in your decisions and minimize them. Now let's talk about uncertainty management. Now this may look like we're talking just about risks as you know it as a project manager, but in fact, we're really talking about VUCA here. So let's take a look at this slide. Here we talk about the types of VUCA. Some things you can action in advance, plan for, and other things you just need to increase your awareness of because they may not be highly likely, but their impact is high. And understanding that helps you understand where you want to spend your time in managing these kinds of risks. So there's some really simple things you can do to create a VUCA-proof world. Now, nothing's VUCA-proof, let's face it, but you can be VUCA-ready at least. So let's talk about what those things are. You want to connect with other people, talk to everyone, be a sponge. You're not just talking, you're listening. And you're listening for those kind of things that can be a trigger. Something that you know could impact you, your business, or your project team. Embrace change, always. When change is coming, don't see it as a challenge, see it as an opportunity. Seize the day. Fostering a learning culture. If you're always learning, you might actually even relearn things forgotten. And one of the best things you can do is check out lessons learned on projects and work done around your business or industry to make sure you know what changes could be affecting you. Cultivate diverse perspectives. You want to get insights from everyone. You never know who's going to see the next tidal wave coming toward you. So asking lots of people, communicating with other project managers, department leads, and leaders, checking in with your stakeholders to find out how they see the world. Have a discussion about the VUCA topics. Track them. Go to trade shows, read the news. When you're looking for VUCA issues, you want to be talking to everyone. Scenario planning, what if planning. If this happens, we're going to do this. Now you do that with risk planning for the most part to mitigate it, but this goes further. Be mindful of looking not just down at your project, but ahead at the future. What the future holds and what the future can do to challenge you. Especially project managers, we can plan our way out of any corner, and that's what you should do. Plan for it. Think of it as a fire drill. Where are we all going to meet? That's the kind of thing you need to plan in advance. Invest in data analytics. Trends matter. When you see a slope going up or a slope going down, it may not matter the exact metrics, but the trend does matter. So understanding the trends hitting your industry, business, and company are important. And foster innovation. You can innovate your way out of some things. For instance, during the pandemic, those people that went on Zoom and other tools early and started letting people work from home, even were prepared for it in advance, did better. So they didn't lose the productivity that others lost trying to scramble after the fact. Be innovative with your technology, with your ways of working, and with your role descriptions at work. People are flexible if companies allow them to be so. Review your contracts for things that could have an impact on delivery and quality or service levels. You want to make sure the quality is there, but if it's not, you want to make sure you have an outcome. In a lot of my work on contracting, I always make sure that I understand where the insurance is, where the risk lies, and who takes corrective action when there's a problem. Understanding that means you understand contracts. And if you'd like to know about contracting a little bit more, check out this video and also my free downloadable related to that. And I have another quote for you. In a VUCA world, the ability to adapt and respond quickly becomes the competitive advantage. And you want a competitive advantage. In fact, you need one. Bad things are going to happen. But the fact is you can be ready. You can be flexible, adaptable, and increase your awareness. And using these tools to create innovative, learning, high-performing teams, you can be ready when it happens. And in fact, your team might even thrive through the process. And I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, give it a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time on Project Skills, Mentor.com. Bye-bye, everybody.